Good evening, darlings. So I received an anonymous request which says, Dear Thornwheel, is it just me, or is there really some unresolved sexual tension between you and Thorin Oakenshield? Darling, please don't say those nasty things to me, you know. We've discussed several times now on this program that there are many rumors out there pertaining to myself and Mr. Oakenshield, and that they are not true. None of them are true. Well, except for the ones where we actually hate each other. Those are very much true. But sexual tension, darling. No. You know, regardless of how attractive he is, and I'm hypothetically, I'm not saying that I find him attractive. I'm not saying that. I'm saying hypothetically, were I to find him attractive, which I of course am not claiming at all in the least. You know, I don't think that's sort of enough for me personally to sort of build that sort of tension. And I think really what it comes down to is these sort of tense feelings that everyone is noticing all the time, and their unresolved nature. It's really just our deep-seated hatred of one another, you know. At least on my part, you know, I can't really speak to Mr. Oakenshield's feelings because I don't know what they are and don't really care to. I really have no interest in finding out. To think of him finding me attractive in that way is not something I've really entertained, and I think that's for the best for everyone involved. But you know, darlings, I think sometimes hatred is just hatred, you know. It doesn't have to sort of mean more or anything. Regardless of anything that may have happened in the past, you know, what's happening now is just hatred. It's just, I really can't think of another word that really describes it, you know. There's periods of rage or sort of cold distance. Not that I really have these very much, you know. It's just sort of there when he's around. He can't even seem to control his emotions. So I feel like if there were any unresolved sexual tension, knowing Mr. Oakenshield's inability to control himself, I think something would have happened by now. Anyhow, so I just want to assure you, darlings, that if there is any unresolved tension, it just comes from our dislike of one another, and anything beyond that, I just have no idea at all. That's the end of it. So until next time, darlings, ta-ta.